Good evening, everybody. Oh, god damn it! I didn't hit my goddamn knee on my desk. Ooh, that shit hurt. Welcome to another episode of JVB Talk. You hear me? We doing this again. What I want y'all to do right now is share the podcast. I can't see. We have a new live stream, so I have to get accustomed to this. You ready? Hold up. Hey, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna get him. So we got a new live stream. So I'm trying to figure out like who's on and everything. Big ups to had to come with the new technology for us, and we really don't know how to use this shit. So I'm gonna. Who is that? I really don't know how to use this. I got my boy Joe Johnson on here from Martin Luther King. What's up, Joe? Man, I'm really trying to use this thing, man. I really can't.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. So we have an episode tonight. What we're going to talk about tonight. Last time, man, I appreciate all the guests for coming on. We had dealt with the issues in the educational system. The issues in the educational systems. Today we're going to deal with the challenges that band directors have. Robin, I'm gonna have to hold this thing like this, because this thing. Okay. Today we're going to talk about the challenges that band directors have. What is enough resources? Because I hear a lot of people say, like, band directors need resources. What is enough resources? Also, what does it take to make a successful band? So I got, of course, I'm a band director, and also I want to try to add, I got Joe Johnson, who's the assistant band director at MLK. Matter of fact, man, I want to congratulate you. We just played y'all on Friday, man. Your bands sound real good. I was really impressed with what I heard. Y'all doing good things at MLK, man. Y'all keep.
Appreciate it.
So if you have any questions or anything as we go through this podcast, don't feel free to put it in the chat. We are here to answer questions and all that too. Some people, everything that we say, you may not agree with. That's the good thing about having shows like this and be able to have a debate on issues that we have. So you may not agree with everything that we say, and but if you have an opinion on it, we'll welcome you to come on the show. So what I want to start with today is, look, Joe, what do you consider enough resources to have a great band program?
First and foremost, the best resource to me that I've learned in the last few years is administrative school backing. Without that, I've seen some programs struggle, but more so backing as far as budget for the band, getting the band what they need, getting them primarily instruments and stuff that they may need to start a program, because some schools are still new.
So you're saying administration, in order for is one of the things is having great administration. What are some other ones?
Great administrative backing is definitely something major for me. Resources is as far as marketing of your band and the business side of the band too. People seem to sleep on that side, and it's something I have actually been in contact with more with our school at MLK, because you don't really see much marketing school-wise. You see more of it now than you do, before the school year. So the business side of band, as far as marketing your band, putting your band out there, making sure they have what they need to look good, sound good, all around.
Okay. I noticed, I was looking in the comments, and for some reason it had cut off on Facebook stream. So we kind of working on that to get it on Facebook stream. So as soon as we know, we'll kind of let y'all know. Man, one of the things I always hear people say we need, we don't have enough resources. We don't have enough resources to build a band program and this, that, and the other. And like I don't think no band in the city of New Orleans, even before Katrina, even in the '70s or '80s, had all the resources to be a successful program. But despite that, we didn't have some of the best bands to ever walk the face of the earth.
Agreed.
So when people say that, like they don't have enough resources, like, but on the administration side, let's talk about St. Aug. Let's talk. You went to St. Aug. Let's talk
Mm-hmm.
about St. Aug. I can remember back in the days when St. Aug instruments was horrible. St. Aug didn't have the best of instruments at all, and I really feel as though St. Aug had backing from the administration. Am I wrong about that, Joe?
No, they definitely had backing.
Because I really think that most of the money came from that band program. So I feel as though that back then there was another. Of course, I think bands directors wanted more resources, but that never stopped them from actually producing a good product.
Um,
So
I'm sorry to cut you off. I agree with that, and that's kind of why I use the resource tab a little loosely because there's schools out here that actually have less resources than some schools. There's some schools that have more, but everybody's pretty much fighting with what they have for the most part.
yeah, because I know here at Abe, we don't have as many resources as most schools because of course we still have a network that's still learning band. You know what I'm saying? A network that's still learning band. So with that, uh, um, but I'm using the resources that I have to make the best of what I have. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
I don't like I said I don't think no school ever has because I really want all my kids to have iPads. I want all my kids
Yes.
to have iPads. Like that's one of my goals to have want all my kids to have iPad. I want to move more into the technology side of music. Like I really want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I do some things on the technology side that some things on the technology side that really helps my kids. You know what I'm saying? But do I want to do more? Of course I do. Of course I want to do
Right,
more. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So I know let me tell you this, Joe. I hear a lot of people say this. Like I hear a lot of people say, "Man, I don't have enough resources, and we don't have enough resources." And the one thing you did say is, far as the item things, I think band directors is cool with. But if you don't have the backing of your administration, that's one of the biggest resources that you need in order to be successful.
And I 100% agree with that. I hear a lot of bands that, say they don't have the resources, but I'll be the first to tell you, our instruments at MLK aren't exactly brand new or state of the art. We're pretty much paper clips and duct tape every parade season. We definitely at King need new tubas badly. But we're making do with what we have, and we have been since Brooks has been there, and since I've been there. From 2015 on to now, and
Okay.
oh my bad. Administration backing is something. I'm sorry. Two that I want to get across because administration backing plays a major role, and I will jump off the high school level to Xavier University. Um, and say administrative backing is important. For those who don't know, I was actually one of the founders of Xavier's first drumline back in the early 2010s when we started it. We had an administration that didn't want a marching band at Xavier. They didn't want it at all. No matter how we showed them stats, how we showed them how profitable that could be for the city, for the school, they didn't want it. Now Xavier has a band, and Xavier has administration that wants to back that. So now, in a couple of years, who knows what happens?
Do you think that? So just say, all right. So one of the problems I also notice is that sometimes when you are in a situation, you do have a good administration. Then your administration leave. When your administration leave, then you have another administration with a different agenda. How does that affect your program?
It definitely affects your program because change of administration can actually constrain things that you normally would have, as far as, like, say for instance, more of a budget. They may not feel like the band needs that much, and they take some of that away, which hurts your programming. And for example, it's multiple ways I've seen, in my time in the band world, where schools would look like they have unlimited amount of resources, and then the next year look like they're broke, but they're not. It's just how the change of administration affected the program.
Okay. So why isn't every band, even though, just say, if every band, do you think that if every band had the same amount of resources, that we still would have some bands that's better than others?
Yes. And the reason I say that is it's also teaching too. Teaching plays a part in that too, and that's something that a lot of folks won't mention because they don't want to be questioned about the way they're teaching kids. Even if we all had the same resources, things would kind of realistically be the same. You'll have some bands that might be in a better position than they are now, but relatively, it'll still be the same, honestly.
So do you think that is it fair to say that if our bands had the same resources and we still would have some bands that's better than the next band, is it is it fair to say that some band directors just have a different hustle than others?
That's definitely true. Everybody wasn't taught the same. Some people have different opinions on what is correct and what isn't. Um, it doesn't pan out that way in their sound of their program. However, it's all in the way everybody has a different approach. And if something's not working, you're the band director, you're going to hear it. And you're going to be the first to hear it. It's not going to change within, say for instance, you got a game Friday and they still, Berger said it earlier. If they still sounding like what they sound, it's not going to change once they go outside into that element. So you as a band director have to make a decision. It's been multiple times. For those who don't know, Charles Brooks is the head band director of MLK Band. It's been multiple times where I'll look at him and I'll shake my head like, this shouldn't leave, or this not it. And he'll look at me and he'll be like, that's how you feel? And I'm like, that's how I feel. This is not it. No. And sometimes it doesn't leave the band room. Sometimes it does, just to see, how it may interpret in a different environment. But band directors got to be real with themselves too. And that is a problem in this city too.
I ain't gonna lie, you saying, and I remember when we were about to play Booker T, we had played out Who Want That Smoke? You Want That Smoke. So
Yeah.
maybe 2 days beforehand, the mellophones got that high part.
Mm-hmm.
I played it like at the end of practice, of course, and the kids' lips was out. So James was like, man, they don't need to play it. I'm like, they go play it. And James was like, bro, they don't need to play it. I said, James, they gonna play it. So you do have the moments like when you be like, and guess what? When they play, like when they the next day they came and we played it, they played it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just knew at that particular time, their lips was kind of like going, like at the last
You
straw.
can tell. Yeah, you can tell.
But I know they could hit it, and if you go listen to the tape, you could tell that they was on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um,
I agree. They was on it at the
so
game.
yeah, so like that is true. Like I have like a sister. Sometimes they be like, man, we don't need to play that, and I'll be like, okay. And the crazy thing is, like, I know like all the bands I done had, like since I've been at A, like if you ever listen to A, like you may have like maybe 4 or 5 songs that we take every year to the next year,
Mm-hmm.
but we have like a different repertoire because I feel like every year is a different band, and I don't think we go play in my own tonight this year because that band was different from this band. You know what I'm saying? But you do
Right.
have to have you do have to have people that be like, man, be real with you, be like, man, you don't need to play that. And it's it's and we have moments, and I mean, probably you and Brooks had these moments also. But you want to play something, and he looking like, I don't think they need to play that.
A
You know what I'm
lot this football season. I mean,
saying?
you could, you know, because you've told me before, you know, you can tell when Brooks got a solid band because what you say, what's the number one song he plays? Africano. And notice we didn't play it not one time this football season,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because we played it and we were like, nah, you
Man,
know,
what you
so.
think this football season? Because like a lot of people don't know that. Um, everybody, so like it's kind of like I had made a live the other day about people critiquing the bands, and I don't think a lot of people understand like the things that you really have to go through in order to like have a good band and shit. What's up, Wendell? I was trying to get you to. Um,
What's up, Wendell?
so I
In
was.
our case, and I'm speaking from our case. I saw where you were going with it. I'll speak from our case. Um, for again those who don't know, we're in the ninth ward. So Ida messed up our school a bit more than other schools. Us and Douglas, who is not back in their building at the moment, we were both dealing with schools that had damage. They chose to do our school first before Douglas School because we had the lesser of the damage, but we still was out of school until October. So by us having our first football season this year, we were already at a disadvantage. We didn't come out until that Sophie B. Wright game, October 7th, I want to say. Um, and it's been challenging since then. We've had displaced band members as far as, you know, trombone section, baritone section. That's why people are like, you know, hey, I don't have any trombones. I'm like, not much we can do if they're not in a good situation right now. We just gonna make do with what we have. And that's one thing I did notice this fall. Too many people were making excuses for bands. Too many. And one thing about me, I kept saying faithfully throughout the season, no matter what we've been through, we're not gonna make excuses. We still going to these games and we're still gonna be out here doing as best as humanly possible. Now, once football season is over, which it is for us now, and we get our band members, which is practically our football team, back in the band, you know, parade season is a whole nother argument. And then, you know, you'll fully see and can critique a lot of these schools. But yeah, a lot of people were at disadvantages this football season, which is why I didn't judge football season too much this year.
Yeah, I think that now the crazy thing is, I went to our jamboree right before Ida, like Thursday before
Yep,
Ida.
I remember.
We went to our jamboree. Now I'll tell you, we went to the jamboree with 3 songs. But the reason why I went to Jamboree is because those kids didn't have opportunity to do nothing last year.
Right.
Because I go to Jamboree. I'll be real with you. I really don't be coming out till like October. Because they be always playing some people I don't feel like going to sit through the game with. And like, I ain't gonna lie, we be getting our ass bust. And that shit not a good feeling. Sent through a fucking devastation defeat. Like, we really be getting, like, we be getting trash. Like, it be to the point where I stopped looking at the football game. And I just start playing. And I just be like, I don't know, I don't hurry up. Like, look, Friday, that game went by so fast, I ain't much know it was fucking full quarter.
Y'all was just like at the halftime, like, you know what, we just here and we just gonna play as homecoming, we just here.
Yeah, we just like forget it now. You know what I'm saying? So, but then after Ida, we had a problem where as our instruments got like we had mold in my instrument room.
Yeah,
So if anybody know that, you have to know the process of that. I'm pissed off because you got to wait for all those parents to make a decision on everything, which takes about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yep.
So I had to borrow instruments from her. So I had a whole practice. This is when I knew I had dedicated members. I had a whole practice of just going outside every day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I noticed that these kids wanted to be in a band because they came to practice and they knew they wasn't gonna play, but they went outside. So that kind of put me back like 2 weeks. So when I went to I think that was the first game I went to was 35 game, I think. We had 6 songs. You know what I'm saying? We had 6 songs. And some people had opinions about, but one thing I learned is that I wasn't going to put too much on my band. You know what I'm saying? Because another thing is this band is totally different from the 2019-2020 band. Whereas I have everything has to be taught. So like even songs like Backstabbers and like Passion Fruit, those songs had to be taught. Like I gotta be. So I didn't play Backstabbers this year because we never had the opportunity to teach it. So
right,
I was a 3-5 with 6 songs, and I was more on the level. But we are back. All right, we back on Facebook. So I was able to go to 3 games, not trying to worry about how many songs I was going, but teaching techniques and teaching the proper way to play an instrument and focus on the songs that I had at hand. So, and the whole year, man, and it's crazy because weeks went by so fast because we had a lot more Thursday games than normal. What's up, Rashad Nance? Hey, we had a lot more Thursday games than normal, and I don't practice on Fridays. So like, we was teaching songs like I'm gonna tell you, they got one song I regret playing against y'all Friday, and because we ain't played in like 2 weeks. And that been sounding like that too. I don't know if you knew that, but it sounded like that. So I was like, Lord, I said, ooh, what should I play that? What's up, D? But I can tell you that this the first year I feel like these kids really the kids I have, they really push me to like really do more. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I'm just blessed with some good kids, you know what I'm saying? Like have good kids that's pushing me to do more. But look, and let me tell you something. This wasn't easy, man. Like what people don't know, man. I being a band director, though, I got 3 little boys, man. I had one game. I appreciate my assistant because I had one game where a Super B right game, whereas my sons had a football game on the same night as the game.
I remember that.
So I was in 2 places in one spot. So like I really like. And it's like I can't let my own kids down, but then it's like my other kids at the band are like, well, Mr. V gone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy like they had it. Now, what I do know is that for Mardi Gras season gonna be very interesting, very very interesting.
Oh yeah,
very, and it's gonna be what's up all the people on that. So I'm gonna tell you like this, it's gonna be very because now we got time. And I ain't gonna lie, my kid's very, very hungry. And if a person want to come and play in there talking about that song stuff, I'm telling you like this. First and foremost, I was disappointed with some bands. Let me say this, Joe. I gotta say this as a band. I was disappointed with some bands,
Oh boy.
and I think I was. I'm telling you, I was disappointed. I'm telling you, I feel like I'm in that middle age of a band director. I, a lot of people like going to, like the, and I always say that we can't let band heads dictate what you try to do.
Exactly.
If
I
you could
agree.
have as many songs as you won't have, but if they sound like shit, like it's defeating the purpose. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then at this point, you got to realize you can't put that much on these kids like right now. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And like I got kids in a band that's beginners. So these kids in band practice don't know how to do shit. They got to take them out there. You got to write parts for them, write whole new parts for them, and everything like that. Um, I don't know what you mean by that, but we gotta.
Abe
So
is
I'm
Abe,
like,
man.
it's a lot going on. It's fast, though. Like everything just going by so fast. So man, it's every night I leave this band room, dog. I was leaving about 7:30, 8 o'clock, because we don't in practice till like 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Right.
So I'm kind of happy football season over, because now we can get back to the basics, get back to techniques, and I'm about to start brass band. Like I could do more now, like because I'm not just trying to do marching band. I'm trying to build a program. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but it was a challenge. Like I ain't gonna lie, this was one of the most stressful and challenging years that I ever had as a band director. From the pandemic, um, learning new kids, dealing with the pandemic, dealing with Ida, having to practice outside. Um, we never could practice inside, having to practice outside, so everybody could hear our mistakes outside. You know what I'm saying? So it just was like a challenging year, like having class outside because you couldn't play with your instruments
Right.
inside of the building. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So I'm moving all my stuff from inside outside all day. And it started getting very, very like tiresome and stressful, bro. And that thing with the ida, that shit kind of took my cake all the way. I was like, man, I'm tired of doing this fucking band director shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? But
Man.
so a lot of people don't be so like a lot of people don't be knowing all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about Jacoby. Yeah, he gonna be
Jacob.
good. He's gonna be
So
good.
so let me ask you this. Um, what do you think about the? And it's no shot at nobody, but what you think about the current bands in the city? Like
Um,
from what you heard.
to be blunt, we're in a good spot considering having a year off. There are some bands that you know are getting exposed, in my opinion, as far as who's actually teaching, who has a problem, and who's actually got a grasp on everything. Um, Now, as far as who's the best, I'm not about to give that statement. I feel it's too early to give that statement. And two, if it ain't us, I'm definitely not giving that answer. But I will say bands are in a good spot heading into parade season. And once we get to parade season, we can truly judge who was teaching and who wasn't. Even though it's kind of apparent now, I'm just not about to name people because I don't want to start no mess. Perry, I agree with the second bad, not the first. I wouldn't say necessarily St. Aug fell off. It's more so they're going through what most are going through. Just because they're part of Catholic, archdiocese doesn't mean they're no different from public schools as far as band practice and restrictions and stuff. My personal opinion.
I have no comment on but none of them bands. I think they're fixing the job.
Hey, I'm only paying Big Greg back for that shot he gave me one time, but me and him will talk about that after this is over with.
Hey, bro. I think that. Oh Lord, I think that.
No.
I think it's gonna be a couple of new kings crowned for Mardi Gras. You hear me?
I'm
I
actually
think.
I'm actually excited for Mardi Gras, to be honest, because I feel like it's an open field. I will say, and let me get this advertisement out the way now. The MLK School Parade is coming up, and let's just say we ain't forgot, and we got something on our mind, and we definitely gonna handle that
Hold up,
day.
Joe.
What I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All I'm gonna physically say is we remember what happened last time. Trust me,
Okay.
I haven't forgot what happened last time. That date been circled on my calendar for since it happened. But all I'm gonna say is got a specific band I won't see that day. Hey, all bets off at that point. So if Edna Carr does march that parade, we haven't forgotten.
Oh, so you saying that Martin Luther King gonna send shots at the car?
To be perfectly honest, it's open season on everybody. You know, no matter our situation, we're trying to grow this program. We're trying to get this program seen more.
I try to get
And
you
we're
to
gonna
come up. Hey, bro, let me say this right quick.
go
I
ahead,
saw
go ahead.
I saw Walter Moorhead comment. Okay, let me say this. I think that every
I agree with
band.
it though.
I think that every band, including college bands, needs to do the same thing. Also, you know what I'm saying? Like I just feel as though, like it's like when I think that like it's hard when like I'm gonna tell you this Jackson State and Southern Battle this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
This is the like if you ever been to a Jackson State and Southern game, Jackson State dudes is gonna find every wrong that Southern do, and Southern dude is gonna find every wrong that Jackson State do.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
go.
never gonna come to agreement on a musical selection. So like when I see when I see like a band like when Walter said that like some things I may think clean, you may not think clean. You feel what I'm
I
saying?
agree. I
So
agree.
some things you think that should be staccato, I might think that it should be legato. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
like it's kind of hard to kind of. That's why I be really like I know Moorhead musical. I kind of know Moorhead musical philosophy, but it's like I didn't hear Southern sound amazing. I didn't hear Jackson State sound. I thought when Jackson State played when I went at that Battle of the Bands and them motherfuckers played that Bruno Mars shit for Sachi on the
Mm-hmm.
floor, I think it sounded
Yeah.
amazing. You know, I thought they sounded good. I didn't hear Southern sound, but somebody's gonna always say like they're gonna feel as though they didn't articulate something as they think that that person should have articulated.
Now I will say this though. I did notice football season a lot of people stepping outside of
The
their
comfort.
strengths, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I'm not naming any specific band. If this apply to you, this applies to you. But certain bands I've seen and even that we played against, some bands was going for the loud factor and it kind of strained them a little bit as far as particular sections. Like, you're so focused on being loud that it took away from everything. Now the song is kind of ruined, if that makes sense. And it was a few. It wasn't many bands doing it, but like how you said, how we stayed in the pocket and we didn't push past. It was a reason for that because we knew our kids wasn't able to push. We was
Now,
dealing with what? Elementary kids, middle school kids in our band this year.
I'm gonna tell you this, dog. I know it's crazy because we had some battles with everybody, some
Mm-hmm.
people, and we was on some football games. We wasn't even on our best performance, and we was not all right. It wasn't as bad as the people we faced. So like, what I'm saying? I ain't sending. I could be messy and sending shots because but I ain't like that no more. But
I'm trying to be better.
but basically, what I'm saying is like I know like we had some hiccups this year, but some of that's with new, kind of being rushed going into new, trying to teach new kids like kids your structure of how band is. You're doing a lot in a little bit of time.
And these not the
So
same kids. These are different kids.
like I had my whole new drum section. They got to
Right.
learn like to do. You about to boost out too? They got to learn everything I like to do. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? Like all my hand movements, they got to learn all this. And I had to realize this. So I'm in my mind. I'm like, I'm so used to my old drum section where I had to realize these kids don't know me. They don't know my hand movements. It's like little stuff like that. They don't know what I do like this. What I mean, or when I point at a certain section and I tell them do like that. What I had to break all that stuff down to them.
Right. You have to start from scratch. Hell, all of us did. You know.
You know what I mean?
But
So when I mean by we had hiccups, it was times where like the band came in and it wasn't supposed to come in.
right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, D. Yeah.
That dude Doug fussing up with Turtle. Yeah, so like I mean, it's just basically so like I had to realize that like I really had a new group of drummers. Like it was like crazy, and I'm really like I had to break all this stuff down to new kids. And with breaking it down, if you go out, you still have kids get overexcited. So them
Mm-hmm.
telling them to pay attention at you, you know, they paying attention to you, but then they're not paying attention to you because
Right.
you were introducing something new in band. You know what I'm saying? Something new where they probably didn't have that to do with when they was in middle school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Loudness shouldn't be
Man.
even.
Believe it or not, in our case, we definitely went through it too. We did an event for the crew of Iris, and I told the band before we left the band room to head, down to the Mardi Gras War to do it. I said, look, I said, I usually shouldn't have this much in depth of a conversation, but I'm like, y'all are younger kids in high school, so I said, let me tell y'all are gonna see some things that you have not seen, have not experienced. I was like, high school been there, high school has performed for parties and stuff before. I'm not getting into that, Perry. High schools have been there before, and I said, pay attention to me, follow us, and we'll be okay. And we had a small incident where one of the sixth graders didn't pay attention because you was caught up all in the lights of everything that was going on around you. And that's when I had to realize, I was like, yeah, we start from scratch. This is new kids. I can't expect them to know what the old band would know. The 2019 MLK band would have went through that with no problems, but this is not the 2019 MLK band.
Yeah, and you have to teach that because, like, especially when the lights are bright, you got to teach those kids that, like, you got to tell them, like, stay focused. Like, don't worry about what you see. Stay the course. Don't worry.
Straight
Like,
head.
you got to really tell them that. You know what I'm saying? Even from the point of when you march in, the game, you focus on looking straight ahead. That's all you focus on. Don't worry about behind you. Don't worry about who's talking to you. Don't worry about none of that. Man, big shout out to Greg, Big Greg. Man, I
Yes,
appreciate that
sir.
you gave me Greg for my band uniforms, the dollar you gave me. If that's I know if that's all, I know it was from the heart. If that's all you got from your IDA FEMA check, and that's what you wanted to give, I appreciate what you give that dollar. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to bless you, Greg, because you gave from the heart. You gave what you had. Now that's you. Look, Greg, you gave what you had. You hear me? You gave what you had. Now what you had, I have. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Are y'all
Everybody,
still doing it?
everybody ain't everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I think folks only watch a couple of clips. Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
think
go that far.
you got $2 more since I got different things. So hey,
I would go that far as every band sounded decent because we haven't heard every band. There's still bands that have not been seen that didn't even come out for football season.
man, who
And
come out high school?
didn't see Reed, not saying Melvin not over there working. Melvin had a situation. I know Melvin's situation. It's a couple of other bands that we didn't exactly see either.
Oh,
But
speaking of Reed, I know they have a flyer going around that Abe was going to be battering Reed on Thursday at the high school basketball game. Abe is not going. Abe is not going. We're not going. So
I
for all the
wanted to
people,
see that.
Abe not going.
We
See, bro.
we gonna rap about that one off camera, bro.
Mm-hmm. Some shit got to make sense. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this too. Not to cut you off, since we speaking on the battle purposes. I will be looking for, especially if we don't somehow have a Mardi Gras season. I definitely would like to put battles together to suffice if we don't have a parade season. So if anybody is interested, trust
Well,
me, 50.
you already called out, call.
Well, me and Chalupa already went through that. He already know what's up. As far as any other band, 5300 North Russia Blade is always open. If y'all, or we can come to y'all however y'all want to do it. We could
So
plan in advance.
what bands you looking for this year?
To be perfectly honest,
What's
I
up, East
want
Scale?
I want the one spot. And I'm a person who's never been content with not being in that one spot. Coming from St. Aug, playing in St. Aug band was one thing. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. I came into a situation being one of the top dogs. In my time of being a director on somebody's staff, I have never been awarded that top spot. Like how everybody gave you, arguably the top spot in 2019-2020 parade season. So to be perfectly honest, it honestly doesn't matter. Whoever we see for these parades, personally speaking, Craig Mont, Deontay, I definitely possibly can get the crack at you for parade season. I would love to. I don't think we marched any parades last year together. But personally speaking, I would actually like the second weekend to be about out of town bands personally. So definitely, we about to get the rolling.
Actually, man, they got some bands I'm not even wasting my time on.
It could be your grandma on the corner band. If they in front, they're getting blown down too. And I'll give you the $1.50 to catch the RTA bus with your band back to the school.
Yeah, some bands I'm not entertaining. Some bands is not work. That's is not worth my time.
I'm bad at everybody except John.
That boy, I know he know he gonna be I'm gonna be the first one. Hey, bro, I'm serious when I say that. I'm not battling everybody this year. I don't want to battle everybody, and I'm not looking to battle people. I'm not doing that this year. You know, if you blow at us, and I really feel like you worked out time, I'll blow back.
Yes, Greg. Yes, I am.
Matter of fact, honestly, man, Landry Walker probably go run again, but I don't really want to see them either.
I would like to, honestly.
So it's only certain people that I'm entertaining this year. I'm not trying to be in every battle, you know. See mess up my kids' lips to be battling certain people, wasting their time. Like I'm gonna kind of save people from ass whoopers this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's no shots.
Uh,
It's
we
it's
we like to get
levels.
that on record, y'all. Somebody can record this. Please save it for the records that this was said.
Hold up, what you saying, Jordan? Man, Greg.
Come
Hey,
on, Cooley. Let me talk my stuff, Cooley. I don't get to talking, man.
boy, Cooley, that what that was, that saying what that was. Cooley is a measure stealer. Cooley still measures.
Oh,
He better put it in his music. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, Deontay. That's what I'm saying. That's
I feel
why
that.
that's why I'm not battering Reed. That's the reason why I'm not doing nothing with Reed. Like I'm not about to go into a situation whereas we don't profit off it. You gotta be. We also let me tell you something, band directors. Also, we gotta be more smart about things. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We just finished. Well, some of us just finished um football season. So if we finish football season, man, you know, I don't know how everybody else situation is, but you know, the band bring a lot of people to the games, man. You
Yes,
know,
indeed.
we don't see that money, so like, but we got to go to the football games. Everything else is like secondary. So if it don't, in a sense, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, and we got to start getting on this business level, dog. Like real shit.
Ooh.
You ain't it? How you know what we did? But what I'm telling you is, it don't. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And if and you know, you got to work your way up there, man. I'm just telling you, like, and me, I'm like Mayweather, 70-30, or 60-40. There's only some bands I'm gonna go 50-50 with. You heard
70,
me?
30, 60, 40. Woo.
Some niggas, if you really want better, gonna have to be 80-20. You hear me? So that's how I gotta be. I'm just telling you how you gotta how I'm rolling. Like that's how I gotta be. But on some real man, band directors, like honestly, we gotta start giving these cats some free shows. I'm just being real with you. Let's start giving these cats some free shows. Like we need to have like I look at Memphis, I look at all these other schools and all that. Um, them dudes be always having gym battles, man. $10. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely needs to be more battles.
Like I'm just like being real with you. Like we gotta, you know, all our bands need money. You know, all these band heads talk all that stuff or come to our events. You know what I'm saying? Profit, like you know, we need like bands need money. Kids gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well, that's gonna happen. I gotta get with Trey, but that's gonna happen. Uh, us two always battle, so that's gonna happen at some point.
I remember Trey was talking buku stuff to me, but I'm not gonna battle Trey.
Nah, I want to battle Trey.
Oh yeah,
I
Trey,
want to battle Trey.
Trey was talking buku, but I'm not gonna do that. But what I'm saying is, like, on some real, like Yeah, like bands need money. So if we go if I'm gonna put on an event, if I'm not giving free shows no more. No, Mardi Gras is one of the freest shows on earth. But
We need
everything
to
else,
support our programs more.
yeah,
Some schools get more than others. And I'm not pointing elbows or any fingers. But if you are alumni of your school, or you just see a program that you see flourishing, or just a program in general, help, donate time, donate money, you know, be a resource, even if it's just that.
and honestly, let me tell you something too. Sometimes you gotta be real about your program also. Like, I never forget this when A was like in the second or third year, I was talking over Mr. Wilbur. I was like, Mr. Wilbur, I want to do a battle of the band with you. And he was like, man, if I do a battle of the band with you, how is that go benefit me? And I really felt where he was coming from.
You got an answer? All we got was a look. Damn.
Like I understood where he was. Like I understood where he coming from, cause like at that particular time, Landry Walker was hot. I ain't gonna lie, it was hot. You feel what I'm saying? But I understood where he was coming from. Like that's real though. Like if that's business. Like if a man got a better brand than you, you really gotta you gonna have to take that you gotta take that percentage cut. You feel what I'm saying?
Terry, to answer your question, no band director in this city, honestly, should really be turning down any help. Not saying that they need it, but help is always good. You never know what wonders it could do for
Hey,
your band.
not true. I turn on help for certain niggas.
Well, yeah, obviously certain people, but you know what I mean.
Every nigga can't help it. Now when you say help like for as coming here and teaching, like now financially, yeah, you could help that way. But everybody can't come in here and everybody can come in here and come and aid and help. I'm just gonna be real with you.
Censor, sir. Censor.
Like right now, Landry Walker, shit, if I had to do an event with Landry, shit, they gotta give me like 60-40. Like, I gotta take
No,
60.
Walt, stop lying. I invited you to my school and you still ain't been there yet. I'm just playing.
Like now, Landry gonna have to Landry might have to take 70-30. I might have to take 70, they gotta take 30. Landry. You hear me? Especially with that guy. The name of that song is that sand, that quicksand. And one of the
Oh
quicksand.
yeah.
Man, that shit poop.
No comment. No comment. No comment at all.
That shit poop.
No comment. I was gonna be better this year. I'm gonna be better this year.
That shit was poop. Hold on, what Deontay said?
The band director then blocked him from Whitehead.
Oh, for real?
You talking about that Christian, huh?
Oh, hey, that quicksand poo at Landry. And Landry I gotta take 70. And they gotta take
Greg about
30.
to take his dollar back.
That's why Greg gave me $1. He know what he was doing.
No comment, y'all. Y'all keep working for parade season. It's gonna be beautiful this year since the city back open. Hopefully.
Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be very entertaining. I'm interested to see some bands make a huge jump. I mean, I just hope all bands take their time. You know what I'm saying? I hope all bands have kids. I ain't gonna say who wrote it.
Run your program. Run your race.
Let me ask you this, since we on the subject of band directors, what for younger band directors, Joe?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do they how how can they get better at their craft? Because one of the things I notice is that um one of the things that I notice is that everybody came from different band programs. So it's kind of like whatever band program you came from, you learned from your band director or assistant the band directors or something like that. So for younger band directors, how can they get better at their craft of being a better band director?
I was about to say the same thing Deontay said, accept criticism. Not being afraid to ask for help. I was fortunate to be, assistants to great, band directors. Louis Ford from St. Aug, great musician. Charles Jackson at Lafayette,
Man, what the fuck you
even
learn from Charles?
man, believe it or not, Charles really put everything into perspective for me as far as battling, believe it or not. And some things he did show me that I had to sit down and there's certain ways to do things. And believe it or not, I learned I learned something from you too, because me and you talk a lot, and you tell me, hey, this is how you do things. I was even fortunate, everybody's not able to go under, a legend in the game like Charles Brooks. I was fortunate to go under his wing. And, he has taught me a lot as far as things. I thought I was hot shit and knew everything. And he so pulled me like, no, this is not how we do it. This is how we do it. And it's made me a better director ever since.
Hey, bro.
But y'all is hating in
Charles,
these comments, man.
Look. Charles, my dude, Walter. But Charles, how the hell Joe learned how to battle from Charles and he never beat me?
Oh Lord,
Charles ain't never beat me. Charles
I'm
ain't
not
never
going
beat me.
against Pratt. No.
Charles ain't. I tell you, and you could call Charles. I tell it to Charles' face. Charles ain't never beat me as a band director.
Whoa. I said that earlier. Definitely learn the business side of band because there's a lot of things behind the scenes that or creep up on newer band directors as far as paperwork and business that they don't understand.
Let me say this. I'm about to really this might ruffle some feathers.
Shut up, Terry.
How can I word this? One of the things I notice, sometimes as young band directors is you're not your old band director yet.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
I agree.
You're not your old band director yet. So some things that you saw your band director do, you have to work to do those things. You can't do everything. And what I mean is that, some of my kids, they might see me walk around here and something just say E-Scale say professional development. Around here, I go to the PDs in the sense because we have PDs, too many PDs. So I go when I kind of want to, you know what I'm saying? I know some of my kids see that, and when they get their job, they might feel like they go to the PD when they want to, but you can't do that. You feel what I'm saying? You got to work to get there. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of conference out of the area, are they having Midwest this year? I agree with everything y'all saying. The business. I'm gonna tell you this, Walter. A lot of cats don't know the business side, and
agree.
And it's hurting a lot of the band programs, especially in the city of New Orleans. And I think a lot of people. I don't want to say that. I think a lot of people are learning the wrong way of business side. I always tell people, E-Scales said, get you a mentor. I always tell people that Mr. Ford. Mr. Darryl Dickerson was my first band director. If anybody knows Mr. Darryl Dickerson was a firm, strict man. That he was cool as a fan. he never showed emotions hardly.
Mm-hmm.
He was a cool guy, and he taught kids how to play an instrument. But he'll whoop your ass when he had to.
Yep.
But I never saw him got mad. Mr. Ford was fucking crazy. Mr. Ford was crazy, bro. Like Mr. Ford, and he was more about concert band than marching band. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? Mr.
I
Darrell
do remember
Dickinson
that.
at Livingston, we had 5 songs: a march and
Yes,
4 others.
Terry. I was about to say that. Terry, I was about to say that. And hopefully this doesn't ruffle any feathers. I feel like because I've seen parade contracts of some bands, and yeah, y'all really need to understand those contracts y'all signing. Y'all signing for anything when honestly, I feel personally parade should be paying more for these bands because without the bands, Mardi Gras ain't as cracked up as it could be.
So Mr. Ford was my high school band. I learned a lot from Mr. Ford. Like I learned some shit that I agree with Mr. Ford, and I learned some shit I didn't agree with Mr. Ford. Dr. Graves was very cocky, and he knew his band was good.
Yeah.
Not only did he know his band was good, he would tell you that his band was good.
Yes,
So,
Robin, I agree.
like, I'm gonna just tell you this: Dr. Graves, and I never could understand some of them. Like, we was not in drumline my year because Dr. Graves said Sutter was gonna finish third. I put that on, and I'm like, why? I'm like, man, we was gonna be in a movie, but he even feels like we the best, and we even in a movie. That's not
His
big stuff.
brand.
Like that's his brand. So like, I understood that. I learned out of everybody though. I learned the most from Mr. Lester Wilson.
Man,
Mr. Lester
if
Wilson. Me being
if
3 years.
you could talk to him, he'll teach you a lot.
Let me tell you this. I didn't even start playing jazz until I got under Mr. Lester Wilson. And and the thing about it is Mr. Wilson, bro, he really took me under his wing and he showed me a lot. One of the biggest things I learned, like one of the things I also learned by being around all girls is to know how to be around girls in a band situation or a school situation. Stuff like don't never be in a room with them by yourself. If you in a room, make sure the door, I see it, make sure the door is open, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, just things that you have to learn as a band director. But he also taught me the business side and hooked me up with people like the Gonzaleses, Serenade, when it came to
Some good
parades and stuff.
people. Yep.
Let me see what Walter said. See, the thing is, nobody know how much bands should make for a parade. So, so that is true. And crazy thing is, high school band directors have talked about that, and really was like, everybody should make the same. Everybody should make the same.
I
Um,
don't know about that, but
but I feel as though like it depends on. I feel like if your product is better, like I think that you should get played. Like I think like Saint Aug been for years like known as the headline for band. Like I think Saint Aug should be paid because they've been the headline for bands. You know, so but that's either here or now. You're right. Nobody know how much bands get paid for certain things. You're right, and I'm
but
not.
it's definitely a discussion that should happen though.
And I've been this year. I kind of been more on like really negotiating my contracts and making sure my bands is being very, very
Yep, that's what we do.
yeah a very very like damn, he made me lose what I was about to say.
That's a good idea, Miss Rosa.
This a crucial conflict guide to the business of running a school based band. Um, I mean that's a good idea. I just think that everybody I mean, if they that's cool. Rob, I mean not Robin. Oh, we had Robin is on tonight, everybody. Not Heather. Robin, I think that's something we could look into.
Everybody's situation gonna be different, but yeah, a basic set of guidelines can help.
Yeah. Understanding how do your booster club works. You know, stuff like that.
Y'all have those?
Uh-huh.
Oh Lord. I ain't seen the band booster club in years.
So yeah, so we just need a baseline number with each band makes. Man, that's not gonna happen, Walter. Every band not gonna tell you how much they make. Now they got a base
People
number
gonna
of,
lie.
yeah, because everybody get paid different for certain parades. You know what I'm saying? Like some people get paid serious money, some people get paid little money. What is Saturday?
Dilla Homecoming. We were supposed to march that one too, but we not. Yeah.
Nah, we not watching that either.
I think I could be wrong. I gotta ask Ray. I think St. Aug might be doing that one too, but I'm not sure.
0035 versus St. Aug?
I believe they may be. I gotta ask. You know, keep Peacock keep me on the up and up on St. Aug news.
Hey man, I also want to say, look, because I'm about to close the show out in a few. Look, crucial conflict this Thursday. I'm gonna tell y'all like this: you don't want to miss.
Thank you, Johnny.
You don't want to miss crucial conflict Thursday. It's going to be very, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Like I can't spill the beans on anything like that. But like I'm just gonna tell y'all. Please tune in Thursday to the Crucial Conflict show. It's been. Let me tell you. Right now, the band world is very, very messy. The band world is very, very messy. Also, we're gonna give our opinions on the J State Southern battle that's gonna be coming up. We're gonna give our pre-game analysis on that. They're gonna also have Crucial Conflict. We'll be in the building at J State versus Southern. But this Thursday, I'm
30
telling
minutes of derail.
I'm telling you like this, you need to like really tune in because this show is going to be, they got a lot of stuff going on in the band world. You know, we got people like, Keith Peacock, we got a lot of different cameramen and all this stuff. So I don't want to spill the beans on what's going on. But it got some stuff going on. And if you want to hear the tea, I think that you should definitely tune in on Thursday. Several weeks ago, there was a discussion about.
I agree with that comment because assistants need to learn some stuff too. Because I've seen some assistants comment that needs some help. But yeah.
Oh yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Assistants being the band director more than the band director, not allowing the band director to be the band director, but no comment.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell y'all this. I also know there's a lot of cats. What I also know is a lot of cats don't like to get advice from certain people, and they can see them driving in certain areas, and it's like I'm gonna give you an example. Since I've been, I'm gonna be real. I didn't start a 3-band program from scratch.
I hate great.
I didn't start I just started 3-band program since I've been. They had like maybe 2 cats ask me like what I actually did. Well, three cats asked me like what I did all 3 times. And some people are reaping the benefits right now. Maybe Know the Legacy could do that. Know the Legacy could do a assistant band at the summer seminar.
Good idea.
Man, keep your money. Idea. What you need to do is save some of the money and get a better arrangement of quicksand. That's what you need to do. And Cooley wrote that quicksand. Should I write that quicksand? Nah, I don't feel like right now. I didn't wrote some stuff this year already. I would definitely be down for that. Yeah, so maybe we should do that. Is that something? I don't want that crucial conflict. Maybe Wilbur Rollins could do that. Maybe get some people like some older cats.
I'm not getting into that comment right there. Whew, no.
Hold on. Ooh.
That's a best comment. No.
Who is Rosa Parks? Is that Rosa Parks? I wonder if that's who I think that is.
Because I'm gonna say I don't know if all assistant band directors come with a 4-year degree. No comment on that one, but yeah.
Is that an assistant band director? Show up. Man, if they got a 4-year degree, they don't need to be the assistant. They need to be the head. Well,
unless they learning.
That sound like somebody knows some tea that we don't know nothing about. So Rosa Parks needs to come on the show. We need to find out what the tea is. Because that's kind of sound more like something they won't say, but they're not saying. They basically say that the assistant have a 4-year degree and the band director have a certificate. That would that sound like it to me, Joe. Does that sound like that to you?
No comment. Oh, no comment.
Wow. Ooh, Rosa Parks got a lot of tea with her. The show starts at 7:00 on Thursday. Man, one more thing before we go. Challenges. We talked about the challenges that Band Earthers had this year. We talked about. I want to know the tea. Like Rosa Parks created. I want to know. You say I'm twisting the text. Yeah, 7 p.m. Central Time. I really want to do with that because I'm trying to know. I'm thinking who has what band director got somebody got a good degree and then got a certificate.
I mean, most directors I know got somebody with a 4-year degree, unless it's somebody I don't know. But yeah,
you say most band directors.
Most of the sisters I know have 4-year degrees. It may not be in music.
Robert said that's
they
not
got a 4-year degree.
Robert said that's not okay.
That is true, Greg.
Hey, Greg, if you ever want to leave and come, I know you like to be around the best. So if you ever want to come, your the door is open here at Everson. If you ever want to be, because I know you like to be around the best.
Greg only leaving for Oliver Perry Walker, and we all know that.
Okay.
When that band is gonna be back. No offense, Greg, but yeah, he only leaving for Oliver Perry Walker.
I hope you do, Perry. I mean, it's gonna be hard, but I hope you do. Because you gotta have to deal with a lot of different things before you do that. You know who else said that? Beth said that too. So until you get in that situation, you know what I'm saying? And by the time, when you get your degree, I probably have a couple more years in this shit. So I probably ain't gonna care anyway. You still right?
I didn't know that.
What? You ain't
I
know
didn't
what?
know he didn't have. I didn't know he didn't have one. So.
I knew that.
I'll be the juice box coordinator.
Hey, you sleeping or you talking that shit? That might be something needed for band programs for healthier students. So that's not a bad. Hey, you could come on. Greg. And that's especially. Yes, Perry. I like this. I like Perry. Definitely, bro. I definitely think you should punish Bell. Because Bell needs to be punished. I like anything you need from me when you become a band or anything. My door is always open. Because I think that Bell deserve when Bell get a band.
Damn, what Cooley did. What Cooley did.
Yeah, Cooley, but Cooley don't have a band. So you just out arrange him. That's not hard.
So you basically saying you're going up against Will if Will's still left.
I'm gonna start cooling my dude, man. I be messing. Yeah, Greg. Yeah, definitely Greg. Look, tell Greg definitely does not have the best interest of Landry.
Perry Cap, and he don't believe.
Oh, hold up. Let me be quiet. Be quiet. Y'all get big. Y'all interested tonight, man.
I already knew where you was going with that. No, 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 no. Just remember, 80% of being a band director has nothing to do with a rent. Yeah, you kind of right there.
Yeah, but you gotta. That's true, but you gotta know how to. And it says modify stuff.
Because I know some band directors who can't exactly arrange, but that's another story for another time.
They got people that think I can't arrange, and that's crazy.
No comment. Not saying you can't, but I know the truth. That's all I believe that.
I don't arrange as much as I used to. I arranged a song. I arranged about 2 songs this year. We only got about 10, so fuck. I think we only got about 10.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I would not have been able to tell last Friday because y'all was just playing soul after soul after soul. Everybody who on here, Johnny didn't even let us get one song in, not even a warm up, and we wasn't even battling. He was
was late,
just playing.
and we was late to the thing again. We always got that late for some reason. That all me. I wasn't even trying to be late this time.
That man was 2 to 5 minutes late. Don't let him fool y'all. He was there at the beginning of the game.
You know, any middle schools March, like
Middle
which,
school's
oh, you know, in the middle. He must be in the middle schools marching. I don't know. He didn't finish his comment. Bryce, I don't know what you said. We need to have another arranging battle. We need to have another arranging battle. That'd be cool.
I definitely agree. A student one too.
Or marching Mardi Gras. There will be. I know they have some middle schools that will be marching Mardi Gras. Some of the middle schools is having a hard time though because of the stipulations.
He didn't want no zero.
I'm about as soon as when I finish this, but I know they have a age limit thing going on in middle school. Greg,
Yeah.
y'all don't have his songs either. When they'll say he's marching Mardi Gras, and he's at what?
I believe Kip East is too.
Kippy
If I know
says.
Johnny.
I don't know about everybody else. I think DTA will be. I don't know about Side Tech. Sarah T. Reed, they'll be marching at some middle school also. Well, at least they sound like one. But
Oh my
come on,
lord, here we go.
it'll be messing. Come on, it'll be messing. You know, it'd be a good battle. Kip East versus Sarah T. Reed.
Lord,
And
cut the feed in the show.
Kip East and Blau Sarah T. Reed. I'm in
In
California.
the show, y'all. In the show now. This man out of pocket in the show. Lord, Robin, cut the feed. Shout out to Melvin and Reed. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, Reed, man, it. So yeah, most of the schools are marching. Most of the schools are marching Mardi Gras. Most of the schools are marching Mardi Gras. Hey, that's nice. Rosa Parks. I'm in California. I don't know New Orleans. I'll march it back. Chile. He has a great program, but she select students in elementary, junior high, and they get classical jazz training. I've seen these kids perform in clubs. So that's great. You know, and
Yeah, that is.
so look,
That's
man.
definitely fire.
I'm about to close the show. I'm about to get out of here. Any last words you have, Joe?
Hey, band directors keep doing your thing. I'll see y'all for parade season. Voluntarily or involuntarily. Either. But cheers to a good parade season.
Hey man, it was a good show. It was talking about some of the struggles of band directors. Also, we also had to get into some of the. I just know Joe said that cars on his radar. So Christopher Chalupa, he's put it out there. I don't have nobody on my radar. I'm not even certain people I'm not entertaining. But man, shout out to all the band writers that's doing what they do.
Yes, sir.
Not an easy job that we do. So shout out to y'all. Let me before I finish everything I'm about to say, don't forget to tune in to Crucial Conflict on Thursday at 7 p.m. I'm telling you, this is going nothing but the tea. Nothing but the tea is going to be spilled on Thursday. You need to watch it Thursday. You about to say something, Joe?
Yeah, one last thing. Support these schools. Please support these schools. The kids appreciate it. The band directors appreciate it. Support these schools.
Also, big shout out to Big Greg, man. He just donated 50 cents to Abraham Side Academy marching band. I really, look, all donations is accepted. If that's all you have, then I appreciate you giving a brother your last. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I appreciate that, Big Greg. Shout out for the 50 cent that Greg just sent for Abraham Side Academy. I really appreciate that, man. But look, man, band brothers, keep doing what you do. Like real stuff. Anything that you need to know. Okay. Anything that any resources that I may have that I can help in any kind of way, just let me know and I'm willing to like help you on anything like that.
The struggle is real.
Any I have, so just hit me up, man. But look, I'm gonna just be real with you. I seek help. I don't go to people to help them. You feel what I'm saying? I seek help. Even to today, I seek help. So swallow your pride and seek help. You got what I'm saying? Swallow your pride and seek help. You know what I'm saying? You should have somebody in your corner to listen to every performance you have and critique your performance, the good and the bad. And that's going to help you out.
Agreed.
Shout out to Matt Darrell Burger. They going to come on Thursday. It's going to be a good show on Thursday. Trust that. Make sure y'all tune in on Thursday. I'm telling y'all, don't want to miss it. Shout out, it's J-State Week from all my Southern people. Let's go get that on Saturday. Crucial Conflict will be in the building on Saturday at Baton Rouge, Louisiana, A.W. Mumford Stadium. They will definitely be in the building for the J-State and Southern game. I don't know if they're going to be doing any live stuff, any live thing. I know for sure that after the game, they're going to have a lot of tea and comments about the battles. So make sure y'all tune in Thursday. Look out for Crucial Conflict.
We ain't trying to get put out the stick.
Hey, look out for Crucial Conflict. And look, if you see one of the Crucial Conflict hosts, once you holler at them, look, we ain't Sadiddy. Some people think we Sadiddy, but we not Sadiddy. Some people think I'm Sadiddy, but I'm not Sadiddy. So look, y'all, and also Robin is going to be there. So all you people that was wondering about Robin is going to be at the J-State game. Heather is taking off I think she's taking off this week and next week. So Robin is going to be at J-State. For all you fellas that's been wondering about how Robin looks and everything like that, Robin will be at the J-State game. So you will finally see. And besides that, when you see her, she's taking donations.
She gonna cause the stampede.
$5 donation. You know what I'm saying? For her, she's taking $5 donations. So if you see her, give her a donation of $5. You know, she's putting that towards something. I can't tell you what she's putting it towards, but she put it towards something. Good show tonight. Anything y'all need, look, y'all. I'll see y'all Thursday. I don't have a game Thursday. We out the playoffs. Yes.
We are too.
You're gonna be way out of town, Dre. Good night. God bless you. Good night. Crucial Conflict. Thank y'all. Talking with JVB tonight. I hope I get my promo thing. Thank you for being